Welcome to Politics Watch JA. Today we are going to discuss whether Andrew Holness extended PAULA LEWELYN tenure as DPP to drop Fritz Pinnock and Ruel Reid case in court. Before we go to the discussion, Mr. Logic, talk to the viewers and subscribers.
Just big up to our viewers, our subscribers, our listeners. Ensure you guys do the right thing. Share our Politics Watch GE channel with your family, your friends, and your community at your workplace. Big up to everyone.
Alright, so we see where the Glean and make a post on Instagram where to ask Prime Minister Andrew Holness has rubbish suggestion that the increase in retirement age for Director of Public Prosecution PAULA LEWELYN extending her time in office is a compromise that could yield favorable outcomes for members of his administration in the future. Holness, who was speaking during a press briefing on Thursday at the office of the Prime Minister, claimed nonsense. So, Mr. Logics.
Yeah.
Do you agree with the Prime Minister that him extending PAULA LEWELYN tenure as Director of Public Prosecution is nonsense?
No, I don't agree with the Prime Minister. I think political reason or personal reason why he decided to extend the extension.
So why
DPP?
So why in that say a nonsense if anybody suggests that?
Because the parliamentary opposition and the wider society have been saying that. So he's trying to rebuff those claims or suggestions.
Alright, so when them say it might cause yield favorable outcome for members of his administration, who in his administration in particular are they talking about?
Actually, they are talking about Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock'S, right? Or Fritz Pinnock'S. Ruel Reid, who is actually a close associate or friend of the Prime Minister and was former education minister. So he's the main reason of the person are saying behind the extension of the DPP tenure.
No, but what may I say, Andrew Holness say him listen and him sympathetic to people and him show solidarity. So Andrew Holness not hear the talking in a bar and in the streets and on radio and everywhere. Say well, by extending the DPP tenure, it look like he might try to drop Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock'S case.
Well, he's just another typical politician that doesn't take the views of the society into consideration or of high importance. And given that he decided to jump ahead and get that done within less than a day, is a testament to the fact that they don't take the views of the people serious. Because if they could do that, right, within a day, change the constitution within less than a day, then the major issues affecting the country, they could have done the same thing, but they haven't.
No,
right? So it's basically, no, what I'm saying is that it's basically his personal feelings as to why he go ahead and do that within a day. So it goes to show that all of this is actually political.
Alright, so viewers and subscribers, when Mr. Logic tell us say him change the constitution in a day, what him actually mean is that Andrew Holness and in JLP senators and member of parliament vote for extend the retirement age of the Director of Public Prosecution and the Auditor General from 60 to 65 with the option of extending it to 70 years old. So basically what them are trying basically what Andrew Holness and him JLP member of parliament and senators are say PAULA LEWELYN can in a position until she are basically 70 if she choose to, and if Andrew Holness choose to. Right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. And he amend parts of the constitution that allows that. It is not illegal, right? But persons are very skeptical of the decision. And persons are also saying if we can do that for an issue like this, what about the major issues affecting the country? So obviously, it doesn't take the views of the people of high importance, only when it suits him.
So what may I say, Mr. Logics? If PAULA LEWELYN in a job as Director of Public Prosecution from 2008 to now at 2023, right?
Right,
And she
15
can
years.
in there until she is 70 years old, which she was 60 in a 2020. So she probably have
So
10 more years to 2030, right?
right, so 7 more years from now.
But what may I say, she's still in office as DPP. Do you think that make the office perform better? Does this help with good governance of Jamaica?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't help with good governance because part of good governance is term limit. If you want to have governance with a country, you have to have term limit. And for public sectors, workers, and those within parliament, there has to be term limit. That's what solidifies good governance, right? So it's not good governance. It's just a political, basically a political ploy by the government.
But what may I say still, why would Andrew Holness want to extend the DPP Paula Llewellyn tenure and also extend the retirement age when it is said that Paula Llewellyn have a poor track record according to Dr. Peter Phillips?
Yeah, she does have if you check the list of track record, especially high profile cases, and for those within politics, it is extremely poor. She has never prosecuted someone successfully that has been in politics, right? So her track record is very, very poor regarding successful convictions at the highest level, right? The reason why the Prime Minister would and the government will want to extend her tenure is because I believe it actually worked out in their favor regarding the current case before the court of Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock'S, where given that Ruel Reid is a close friend of the Prime Minister, it's likely that the DPP might not go to the extent that she did in Karen Spencer case, like many people think, right? Go to try to get a successful conviction. She might not put out all that effort, and then the case might be what you call
dismissed or thrown out.
Dismissed or thrown out, and then Ruel Reid was free.
No, but what may I say still? You see, that is why I think there's a conflict of interest, because Paul, when the police charge Ruel Reid, Fritz Pinnock'S and his wife and his daughter, and they sent over the file to Paula Llewellyn, who is a DPP, for her opinion, she actually pointed out some breaches and some laws that Fritz Pinnock'S and Ruel Reid break. And as a result of that, them charge him. But what may I say is, because Andrew Holness extend her tenure now and she have this poor track record, it basically seems like Andrew Holness set her up for fail.
Well, I would think it's a matter of fact he set up her for fail, because he doesn't, in fact, setting up to fail doesn't work in his favor, right? So the more she fails, right? Every time she fails with a case, people start to criticize the justice system and oh, the country is corrupt. Every time if you check the comments all over social media, whenever she loses a case, people said the country is corrupt, the system is corrupt, there's no justice system. So it doesn't work in the government's favor if he's trying to do that, right? But many persons think that, hey, because she's closely aligned with the GLP from ever since, from Bruce Golding was Prime Minister, people are thinking that that's the reason why they want to extend her tenure.
No, but what may I say still, remember saying she have a poor track record in prosecuting politicians. Even international watchdog point out in some studies where Peter Phillips used in them letter when he write to the Governor General, Patrick Allen, when he say, boy, him no want to get the extension in 2020, Dr. Peter Phillips. Right? But what may I say is, me not think Paula Llewellyn have what it takes to our office. She leading the office of the Deputy Director of Public Prosecution, have what it takes to find Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock'S guilty, even though they have a lot of evidence.
Right.
So why would the Prime Minister want to extend her tenure?
That's what people are saying. People are skeptical regarding what the Prime Minister wants to do. Despite the overwhelming evidence, the case is still not a foregone conclusion, right? So anything can play. We have seen where she has had overwhelming evidence before and still lost the case.
Especially
right, in current Spencer.
Yeah, in a current Spencer case.
Right. So having overwhelming evidence doesn't guarantee conviction in court. One small loophole can get the case dismissed.
Or probably our incompetence.
Right. That's what people. Friends are saying she has been tried and proven already for 15 years. Why not try somebody different? We don't know when the next person that might take up from her is going to be better than her. So why not try somebody different?
So what position Ruel Reid held in the Jamaica Labour Party, and how he get figure in a Jamaica Labour Party?
Well, he actually did not hold any position within the Jamaica Labour Party. He had no position at all. What he had was what he was given was a Senate position first within the government, and then Minister of Education, and he got those positions without even being a member of Parliament, especially for Minister of Education portfolio, which is unusual, because normally government select persons for ministerial portfolios that are members of Parliament. No, he got that because he was a close associate of the Prime Minister.
Okay, so why would Andrew Holness not allow Ruel Reid case to go naturally through the court and not find somebody for over, because really and truly Director of Public Prosecution I got choose somebody where she feel like a matter of fact, whose interest you think a Director of Public Prosecution have when dealing with Ruel Reid case? You think she have the public interest or the interest of Andrew Holness? Because Andrew Holness I got direct her and tell her, so listen, the case we need to drop it.
So actually, in my opinion, I think she have the interest of the government and its leader, Andrew Holness.
And you know, Andrew Holness wouldn't want to see Ruel Reid get convicted and go to prison. Right,
because they are close friends, and once you're close friends, you will always be close friends despite what transpired.
But it look bad for Andrew Holness and the Jamaica Labour Party. Remember saying, you know, if I know this year or next year election, you know.
Exactly, but guess what? It's the fact that the polls so shows it will look bad for them and they're already unpopular, but it's likely that they could still win the election, even if Ruel Reid is freed. Because polls consistently show that Jamaicans don't take corruption seriously.
They don't take corruption seriously.
Right, yeah, it is not ranked high on Jamaican concerns.
Okay.
All I know, based on the amount of corruption and scandal, especially the fact with Ruel Reid right now, if it was many countries, the entire government would have resigned and call a snap election.
But right now, as far as I see it, you know, despite PAULA LEWELYN being the Director of Public Prosecution, prison can't miss Ruel Reid, you know. He might need divine intervention for miss prison.
Yeah, there's overwhelming evidence, of course, and it remains to be seen whether or not he's going to be convicted. And many persons are saying when he's convicted, right, because the government seems also not interested right now in despite their calls, since the SLL calls are using what money, right? There have been calls to make the sentencing for fraud cases like these higher. Because we know that for cases in Jamaica, the sentence is actually small, normally less than 10 years, right, for sentencing. So the finance minister came out and said that is one thing they're looking at. But guess what? Based on the fact that Ruel Reid is a associate of the government, I don't think if Ruel Reid is convicted, right, the government is playing a hide and seek game or wait and see. They will love to know if he's freed, but but they are not going to make any laws, just like they did for the gun and murder cases, right? Where they hike up the sentencing. They are not going to hike up the sentence for anything relating to fraud until Ruel Reid case is finished.
Okay, but what may I say still, Ruel Reid was arrested in 2019, and PAULA LEWELYN tenure was supposed to end in 2020, right? Ruel Reid,
right.
had to go through several appeal in court because him had a problem with Judge Chester Crooks, who them claims it was them classmate. And then they have a problem with the Financial Investigation Division, which Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock'S says don't have the power to arrest them and charge them, and then take that to court. And even though they take that to court, they lost that appeal and they took it to Privy Council. So I feel that because that was pending now, Andrew Holness said, you know what? I'm going to extend Paula Llewellyn tenure from 2020 to 2023 to see out Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock'S appeal to the Privy Council. Now that the Privy Council tell Fritz Pinnock and Ruel Reid so them have a case for answer to, Andrew Holness say, you know what? Guess what we are going to do? We are going to extend the retirement age of the Director of Public Prosecution and the Auditor General. But you notice nobody now talk about the extension of the Auditor General retirement age?
Right, because the Auditor General, right, which is for another topic, she's actually pretty young, in her early 50s.
Okay. But why?
She's pretty young.
Andrew, probably is because Andrew Holness saw that the Privy Council ruled that Fritz Pinnock and Ruel Reid have a case for answer in a court. That is why him extend the retirement age of Paula Llewellyn, so that she have a poor track record, so she will take up the case and lose the case and make Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock walk free. But
well, probably yeah.
But what may I say, Mr. Logics? Paula Llewellyn supposed to end the tenure now in 2023, right? September?
Yeah.
And she's on vacation now.
Right. She's on a 3 weeks.
So I guess that she's now to decide whether she's going to take up the second extension.
She will take it based on the sentiments that she has been making, that her back is broad, right? And she's a tough fighter. She will take up the extension.
No, but
those are signals suggesting that she's going to take it.
No, but what may I say still? Remember, say, you know, Paula Llewellyn have to look for me, you know, because people are watching case and say she have a poor track record and she have to deal with a big case now, which is Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock, which is like a conflict of interest.
But she, according to her, they have questioned her track record many times before we did in media. I've asked her a lot of questions regarding cases that she lost, and she's always putting up a smile and a bravery and making excuses. So I don't think this will even affect her. She's getting her big payday check.
No, but what may I say, Mr. Logics? The case with Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock, you feel say the DPP she got prosecute the case herself, or she got send one of our senior prosecutors?
Well, she can do it herself, but likely she's going to say one of her senior prosecutors. That's what I think she's going to do.
If you not make it look bad.
And give them, and then instruct them as to how they should proceed.
Oh, so remember now, Paula Llewellyn supposed to have a lot of evidence against Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock, because them arrest him wife, Ruel Reid wife and his daughter, and all of them for fraud of $50 million Jamaican dollar from the Ministry of Education. You feel say Paula Llewellyn is going to use all that evidence to her best ability to convict Ruel Reid, which is a member of the JLP, was a member of the JLP of Andrew Holness administration, or she go just make a case drop out or
Maybe the fact that they don't put out much effort into it, or they drag it out.
Drag it out.
It's either or, right?
So when they drag out the case, who will benefit?
When they drag it out, it actually benefits. When they drag out the case, right, it benefits the defense in that regard, because the defense will be smiling if the prosecution decides to drag it out. Because the defense know once that happens, they are in for a victory.
Okay. Okay. So viewers and subscribers, more want to go in the comment section and tell more no think, because Andrew Holness, Sisse, Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock'S got caught, so him extend the retirement age. So where say you think Paula Llewellyn go accept the second extension?
Yeah, she will. And she will accept a third as well.
A third? No, I don't think
Yes, so
she's
she will.
agree. No, I don't think.
If the Jamaica Labour Party win the next election, she's going to accept the next term.
Okay. But
Yeah, you can see the math, what they're trying to do.
so what about the public backlash where Paula Llewellyn get from everybody that says she not fit take the extension? Me see PSOJ, me see the Jamaica Bar Association, me see opposition leader, me see Jamaica for Justice.
Yes, all the civil society are saying she must not accept it. Why? Because of her poor track record.
Poor track record.
Right. Persons want to see another person in the job now. That is why we need term limit for these positions.
So voila, your fee said there's
no more than 2 years, no 2 terms.
So Mr. Logics, you sure said there's qualified trained people in the office as Director of Public Prosecution we can take over a job from Paula Llewellyn?
Yeah, there's always qualified persons. She have Jeremy Taylor. Jeremy Taylor have been deputy, most senior deputy for over the last 10 years. But whenever she can't answer the question, he's the one that comes in the media and answers the question. I was saying, why couldn't he be the DPP right now? And let's see what he can do.
No, you see, you have to understand, sometimes you have good leaders, but them affiliated to other parties.
Right, but in this instance, he has not shown political affiliation, Jeremy Taylor, so he seems to be objective and so forth. So why not give him a run?
No, but sometimes you have to think about it too. You don't want somebody in a director position if you can't manipulate him.
Well, we don't. The public don't want the director of public prosecution to be manipulated. Remember, it's not the government that is paying them, it's the public.
Yes.
The public needs somebody that is objective and fair.
So let me ask you a question, Mr. Logics. The 2020 extension where Director of Public Prosecution get, right? Do you think that she was asked to take an extension or she requested the extension?
Well, I don't think she requested it, right? I think she was actually asked.
Why do you think she was asked?
Because they know that once they ask her, she's going to accept it. That's kind of the trick behind it.
And why did she accept it?
Some people are arguing that it's for power or to continue to exceal or yield power over that department, and also the paycheck. That's obvious one, right? The paycheck. Remember that she's going up to 70. So if you're collecting that big paycheck until you're 70, then why not?
But
and then a lot of persons are saying our political affiliation as well.
Okay, but what I say is, even though the paycheck is good, she will get a good paycheck in her retirement. Plus she can.
Yeah, she will. But then again, she will get a good paycheck in retirement. But again, person don't realize that I think behind the scenes, the Jamaica Labour Party actually begging her to accept it.
So you think Paula Llewellyn put up a front against all of them backlash just because Andrew Holness asked her if extend the tenure?
Yes, I think actually that's because of the public backlash, right? She's actually putting up a brave face, and she will continue. That's how she is, and the public will continue to have backlash, and she will continue. Right? Because even when she lost the X6 case, remember that X6 driver case? Remember that day? That is one of the cases in Jamaica I've seen. In fact, it's the first case I've seen in Jamaica where most Jamaicans were very emotional towards, right? There have never been a case where that caused a big public backlash than when the X6 driver got off, right? And it was her office that did the prosecution, it was her. And her explanation was that the eyewitness did not turn up.
Yeah.
And I think it's from that case the Jamaican people started to dislike her, from the X6 driver case that she lost.
Yeah.
From ever since, she has been unpopular with the public. And she put up, when after that case was thrown out, she put up a very, very brave face in the media, explaining all sorts of things that they could not do anything, and the person won't testify and this and that, and she was even smiling.
I tell her, me lose off a PAULA LEWELYN for she dash away. You know, sometimes me have to think twice, you know. Me I wonder if I witness to turn up or them intervene in there and make you witness to turn up. Because why them high profile cases she can't win them?
Because guess what? Sometimes they drag certain cases too much till the main eyewitnesses either they migrate, they move, or they get frustrated. That is why it's best when the cases are speed up, so the eyewitnesses, right, the eyewitnesses will feel more comfortable to get it over and done with. Remember that these eyewitnesses have their own lives, you know. They don't want to be dragged in a situation where they have been going to court. They have been waiting for a court to call up for years upon years upon years. No, some of these eyewitnesses also have jobs. So that is why a lot of times when cases take 10 years, 15 years, most of the time the eyewitnesses refuse to continue. They don't want they no longer have an interest, and that could be one of those cases.
Okay, so what may I say still, PAULA LEWELYN, you think she did the right thing by referring the case to the Financial Investigation Division?
What, did she did the right thing?
Yeah, because I don't, go ahead.
I don't think. I think her office should have been the one that continue with it, but perhaps she's trying to give them some more what you call
exposure,
more of a say or exposure or more of a say on high profile cases like these, rather than her office alone handling all the matters.
No, but
she's probably trying to give them some level of say on the matter.
No, but what may I say, Mr. Logics?
Independent.
The Financial Investigation Division is an investigative body. Why are they prosecuting and arresting Ruel Reid? That's a big issue in our case, you know. That is why Ruel Reid them can't go to the Privy Council.
Right. But they actually lost that.
Yeah, they lost it. They lost it, but
yeah, they lost that.
That was an attempt by the Director of Public Prosecution Office to throw the case. Because the Director of Public Prosecution main mandate in Jamaica, you know, is to prosecute case on behalf of the government, you know.
Yeah, some people, there were a lot of question marks over that as to why she actually under her office did not go ahead with it and do all the investigation charges and continue with the prosecution.
That was an attempt to throw the case still. But you see,
a lot of people believe that to be as well.
That failed still, so let us see how and if and when the Director of Public Prosecution, when she start the case, if she go make all of them evidence go down a drain and make Ruel Reid and Fritz Pinnock'S walk out of the case scotch-free.
Yeah. Let us see.
Viewers and subscribers, I want to tell you thanks for listening, you know, and support we. You understand, Mr. Logics? Just give them thanks before we wrap up quick and fast.
Yes. Thank you to our viewers and our subscribers. Big up to everyone. Continue to do the right thing. Like, subscribe, and share our Politics Watch JA channel.
Yes, viewers and subscribers. Remember to comment and hit the like button and support. You understand? Thanks again, viewers and subscribers.